preview show. I'm Rohan Sinha alongside with my host, Jack Sheehy.
So the first topic we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about who is going to be the number one seed going into the playoffs in the AFC. So I'm going to take the Indianapolis Colts. I think that some of the additions they've made on defense are going to be crucial for them because they have Chuck Pagano, who was a great defensive coordinator for the Ravens, and he's building a good defense in Indianapolis. So they added Arthur Jones, who's a strong defensive end who played with the Ravens, and he had a great season last year. And they've also added DeQuell Jackson, who had a down year last year. But when he played for the Browns, he used to be very, very solid and a contributor on their defense. And also they've added Hakeem Nicks at wide receiver, and to go alongside T.Y. Hilton with a quarterback like Andrew Luck, there's no telling what can stop that offense. And also at running back, they'll have a healthy Vic Ballard, and along with Trent Richardson, who also came from the Browns, and proved that he can be a good running back in this league.
Well, that sounds pretty good, Jack. But I think that the New England Patriots will have the number one seed heading into the playoffs for the reason that they needed help on defense with their corner and safety position, and they got their guy Darrell Revis Island, and Brandon Browner to help in that secondary. Because Tom Brady needs help on defense. He can't play all the time in defense and offense. He only plays offense, so they need help. And also they got Brandon LaFell from the Carolina Panthers, who is another great wide receiver that can help the Patriots offense.
Now, who do you think, Rohan, will be a new playoff team who wasn't in the playoffs last year from the AFC?
I think that the Baltimore Ravens will get to the playoffs this year that didn't get into it last year for the reason that they were a Super Bowl team about 2 years ago, and they were just so close, but they just couldn't make it. And I think that the Ravens are used to winning, and I think that will turn them up.
Right, I have to agree with you on that. And they filled a lot of their holes. They picked up a safety in the draft to go alongside Matt Elam, and they're going to have a competition there. But the biggest question mark left for them is right tackle. Right now, their starting right tackle is Ricky Wagner, and that's just not going to cut it. So next thing is we're going to talk about a playoff team from last year who we don't think will make the playoffs this year. Rohan, what do you think?
I think the Kansas City Chiefs won't make the playoffs this year after making the playoffs this year for the reason that they had such a great start last year, but then they just fell apart because everyone just figured it out. As the season got harder for them, they just couldn't keep it together. All playing the Broncos twice, and they played the Chargers. They just kept on losing, and in the playoffs it also happened when they had such a big lead against the Colts and just gave it up at the end.
I don't think that the San Diego Chargers will make it this year. I think that with so many other teams, I think the Broncos will take that division, and with so many other teams, the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Bengals, all possibly vying for wild card spots, I just don't think the Chargers are going to have the record to cut it. And that'll be it for our NFL preview show. For my partner Rohan Sinha, I'm Jack Sheehy.